So a few weeks back, I made this particular headband. I made a braided headband, but this time this one has a headband attached to it. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something similar but different from what we have right here. I'm going to be showing you all how to make a braided headband, but then this time we have an elastic strap added to it. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Funmibi. I make videos like this where I share beautiful headpieces as well as other types of DIY items that you can make for yourself in the comfort of your home. So yeah, welcome to my channel. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back to today's video. So like I said earlier, we're going to be making this beautiful headpiece. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about making a perfect item like this, a perfect fit now, not perfect item, a perfect fit for yourself or your clients or your loved ones. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by showing you everything you need for this particular tutorial, so please be sure to watch as I go. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, welcome again. If you are yet to hit the subscribe button, please do well to hit the subscribe button, join us, and let's just grow this beautiful family that we have going on here on YouTube. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and going ahead to hit the subscribe button. So what I have here is 3 strips of fabric that are 3.5 inches by 21 inches. I also have another one which is 4 inches by 15 inches, which is going to serve as our elastic casing. So what you want to do now is fold each piece of fabric into 2 and then pin it. Pinning is your best friend, okay? It helps sewing go really smoothly. So pin each of these pieces of fabric, including the elastic casing, and what you want to do is go ahead to sew each of these strips of fabric that you already pinned on half an inch. If possible, you can even sew 1/4 of an inch, but you don't want to go past half of an inch. So please do that as quickly as possible on your sewing machine. Make sure you pin your fabrics in place properly before we now get to the next step in this particular tutorial. But before I go to my machine, because I want my sewing to be very perfect, I'm going to first of all mark the sewing allowance on the fabric that I already folded. What I have here is 1/4 of an inch. Like I said, you can do 1/4 of an inch or half an inch. Just make sure you're not sewing more than half of an inch in order to get perfect results for your headband. So now that I'm done pinning, I'm going to take this straight to my sewing machine and then go ahead to sew it on 1/4 of an inch. Alright guys, so I already went ahead to sew it, and this is what we have here. Next thing is you want to turn each piece of this sewn fabric inside out. With this part, you can use your bodkin, you can use a screwdriver. My bodkin is yet to get to me, so for turning my fabric inside out, I'm going to be using my screwdriver. Feel free to use any item that works for you. You can use a safety pin, anything that will just make turning your fabric inside out easy for you. Next thing, you want to go ahead to iron these pieces of fabric. Make sure that when ironing, you're ironing on the seam line, right? Anyway, I'm going to get to that and show you, but what I'm doing here is I want to cut my elastic that I'm going to use for this particular headband. I want your elastic to be 7 inches long. I'm using a 1-inch elastic. This is the appropriate type. Worst case scenario, you use a 3/4 inch elastic, but don't use those very small elastics. It might not give you the results you are going for. So what I'm saying now is you are going to go ahead to press each piece of this fabric. I already passed my elastic through my elastic casing and I secured it with a piece of pin. Next thing, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine to secure it, sew it on half of an inch, and this is what we have here. Okay, I already ironed this elastic casing before passing the elastic through it, but I didn't show you guys. Next up now, I'm going to take these ones, the ones that are going to be acting as our braided headband proper. I'm going to take it to the ironing board and then iron it along the the seam line. So I'm going to shift it a bit, and then yeah, this is what we have here. You're going to iron it and make sure it's not too flat. Make sure you iron it, but don't now press it and make it totally flat. Okay, so next thing, you want to stack them on each other, making sure that they're kind of overlapping each other, say on maybe 1/4 of an inch or half of an inch. Just try to adjust them and pin them in place, the 3 of them, and once that is done, you're going to take it to your sewing machine and then sew it on 1 inch. So what I have here is my pinned pieces of fabric that I already piped and all of that. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine now and then sew on 1 inch. Once that is done, it will be time for us to pass our fiber or stuffing meant for this particular headband through each piece of fabric. So for the purpose of stuffing, I'm using fiber. Feel free to use fiber and cotton wool. First of all, I want to point out that fiber and cotton wool are not the same. Your cotton wool is not going to give you the results that your fiber is giving you. If you don't have fiber or you don't have access to fiber, feel free to use old scrap fabric, so you need to cut them into tiny pieces for them to fit into your your poof that you're trying to use to get your braided headband. That's the only kind of alternative that can serve the purpose of this particular bit, right? For stuffing, make sure that you don't use cotton wool. Well, I just want to point that out because I've seen that a lot of people ask questions if they can substitute fiber with cotton wool. So what I'm doing now is I already closed up the mouth of those, each piece, the 3 pieces. I closed the mouth to allow for securing the stuffing inside it. So next up, you're going to braid it. This particular headband is very easy, very straight to the point. You're braiding, and try as much as possible to make your braiding neat. And once you're done braiding, when you get to the end of the braid, right, when there's nothing left to braid, you're going to secure the end of your braiding, basically. So you're going to overlap each piece like you did the other side on each other, on maybe 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, and then take it to your sewing machine and then sew. All right, guys, so the next thing now is to attach our elastic. And for the purpose of elastic, that elastic that you passed through the fabric, now it's time to use it on the item, right, on the braided headband. So you want to secure it right side facing each other, the right side of your braided headband facing the right side of your elastic. So you sew them on each other, basically on 1/2 of an inch or 1 inch, depending on you. Just make sure that you're not doing too much, right, when securing the elastic. And once that is done, you turn it inside out, and voila, you're done. This headband is very easy, very straight to the point, no wastage of time. And yeah, this is my braided headband. This is it. It looks absolutely stunning, and I like the fact that it is black, so it can go with any outfit that I plan to wear. It can go with any hairstyle. This particular headband is very versatile. You can rock it anyhow you like. And yeah, this is me, guys, wearing my headband on my beautiful hair that already packed in a low bun. And voila, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please be sure to hit the like button. Okay, that like button is very important, so please, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. We're so close to 3,000, and I can't wait for us to hit that milestone on here on YouTube. It's been a long time coming, guys. Thank you so much for the love and support so far. It means a lot to me. I appreciate every single one of you that watch, share my videos and all that jazz on here on YouTube. I love you guys so much. I don't even know what to say. All right, guys, so this is the end of this video. The next video we are going to be having on here is going to be a different type of DIY video. I found that a lot of you guys want me to start delving into other types of DIY that are not necessarily headgear, so just watch out for the awesome content that I'm bringing your way. That's why it's important for you to hit the subscribe button, also like this video, share with your friends and all that good stuff, and just support me on here on this channel. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. Just ignore me and all the shenanigans that I'm pulling on here. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like this video, subscribe, and yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Love and appreciate every single one of you. Mwah.